Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rupert Albert with the Hamilton District Cricket League, bringing you the Edburn T20 B Division Finals. We're here at the Niagara Cricket Centre for the Edburn Finals. Cambridge versus Brantford Cricket Club. Brantford batting, Cambridge is in the field. I'm in the commentary booth with Shoaib and Tan. Umpires today is Zain Coat and Najrullah Saeed. It was not a promising weather forecast, but right now we're having beautiful sunshine. Field is a little soft, but's playable. Brantford is currently 19 for 1 after 2 overs. So Hill to continue. Pitch tap is driven to the mid wicket position. There's no one there. They should get 2 runs. Comfortable 2 runs for the batsman. We're in Niagara Falls, Ontario on a long weekend, so we've all had to endure the traffic to get here, and I'm sure we'll be enduring the traffic going back. We were here last night. The traffic going back was, I would describe it as brutal. Hopefully tonight is not as bad. Here comes Sohail, delivers, beaten outside the off stump. Beautiful delivery from Sohail. Here comes Sohail again, delivers, and is up ish outside just past the only slip fielder. Races down to the boundary. They should get 4. Even despite the rain last night, the outfield is still fast. As we mentioned yesterday, if the fielder doesn't stop the ball, it goes for 4. And despite the rain, they're still doing the same thing today. Cambridge would have been encouraged for that. The slip fielder is in place, but it was just to his right. So Hale back to the top of his mark. And it's driven to covers, found the gap, picks up a single.
Select the match, put down the view 2. When you select a different state, select the view 2. View number 2.
Outside the off stump, swing and a miss. Outside the off stump again. The batsman is not paying heed to the field that's set. It's a slip in place. It's a pack offside field. And the bowler is doing a good job bowling to his field.
Yeah, it was wet around 9 o'clock, so it was rolled. The field was rolled, so the moisture came up, and now because the wind has done it dried, so the ground is moving fast again.
Good job from the ground staff
But
here.
the outside field was rolled this morning just to get the moisture up on the surface, and then it dries up within half an hour and becomes hard, so the ball rolls. Otherwise, it's damp. It remains damp all
It's
day.
a good job. We were doubtful that we'll be able to play today, and not only that we can play, but we're playing on a beautifully taken care of field. It's nicely cut. Not sure if you can see on the stream how beautiful this field looks, but we're in a beautiful location. Here comes the bowler, delivers mid wicket. Stops it awkwardly. No runs.
Select view two. This is view two. View two. This is view two. Maybe view three. No, still showing small. Okay. I thought it was view one or view three. Go view three. But this is what did you do? Another view. View larger, but this is too big. No, that's what. That's the one. Yeah. Take a look here. That's, you don't have to refresh every time. I don't want to refresh all
Well, batsman trying to pull the ball from the offside onto the onside. Managed to get it to mid on. Take a quick single. Just as regular. Thank you. We're still setting up here. Late start today. Bolo delivers. Forward defensive. Just having a bit of a scoring adjustment to make here. Oh, beaten outside the off stump. Got very good lift on that ball there. Umpire Saeed and umpire Colt. Naz is controlling DMZ paintball in. Zane. Oh, loud appeal. Loud appeal for LBW. Umpire is unmoved. Not out, says the umpire. It was a confident appeal from Cambridge. Umpire Coat is operating from the commentary end. Other league officials here serving double duty. Shoaib is the scorer and also the technical person in the commentary. I'm Rupert Albert. I'll be a commentator today. Soil delivers, pitched up, driven to mid off. No runs. Outside the off stump and driven hard. Lofted drive, one bounce for four. Soil in delivers outside the off again, and it's an uppercut shot, and this should also go away for four. Field out there tried his best. Couldn't stop it. It's another four. Batsman did a good job just helping the ball over the infield. Brantford 37 for 1 after 4.3 overs. So Hill to continue. Pitched up, pushed the covers, no runs. Driven past the bowler, men on mid on picks up. Couldn't prevent the single there. So decent over for Brantford. Two boundaries in that over. Still have one ball to go. Once again, he goes over the top. Picks up another single. Chancy batting from the batsman there. He's just getting the ball just over the heads of the infield. How long would he be able to get away with that? I'm sure Cambridge is thinking of some field adjustments. The outfield is fast, so he does not need to resort to playing lofted shots only, because you are getting rewards if the ball is hit properly. The field is traveling. We have a change of bowling. New bowler is Bala. Bala is playing with a man on the boundary. It's surprising to see a man on the boundary behind the wicketkeeper. Oh, drop catch. Cut short to point. Point could not handle it. Just above his head. It should have been taken. It should have been taken. Cambridge a bit defensive with the field here. The third man is all the way to the fence. He's just preventing the boundary, not with a mindset of taking a catch, but just to prevent the boundary. No slip in place. But man on the boundary here. Driven past the bowler. Bowler managed to get his foot in the way. No runs. Bala rushes in. Short. Attempted pull shot. No connection there. comes Baller, and it's pulled away to mid wicket, and it's 4 runs. Once there's a solid connection, the ball goes. Despite the moisture, it is a fast outfield. It's driven past mid wicket again. This time the fielder gives chase. Can he cut it off? They've taken two, and he managed to cut it off by the boundary. Two only. Tarang batting on 27 with a healthy strike rate of 180. End of the over. Once again, not a bad over for Brantford. Managed to get 7 in that over. And the umpire signaled the end of the power play. And Cambridge field placement has gotten even more defensive. We have a man deep mid wicket, long off, long on. A man deep on the boundary in a considered a point type position. Now we have the man square of the wicket also going back towards the boundary. There's lots of gaps here. Will the batsman pay attention and take the singles and doubles, or is he going to try to hit big? And this one dropped short. Huge gap of square. Miss hit, but he will get a couple runs. Or a single, sorry. He did not hit it well, but with so many gaps in the field, chances of the ball going to hand is slim. 47 for 1 after 6 overs. This is the final of the Ed Byrne T20 competition. This is the B division. Yesterday, Proteus was triumphant in the A division, and here we are, the second day of the finals. We have Brantford batting, Cambridge in the field. Brantford currently 47 for 1 after 6. Outside the off stump, cuts it. There's a man deep. He will hold it to a single. Cambridge has a very defensive field set. No one in actual catching position. Focus on keeping the runs down. Outside the Austin again, same shot. This time goes to the man at point. No runs. Big swing outside the off stump. Swing and a miss. Trying to make out the name of the bowler.
Rawat. Ghulam Rawat.
Gulam. And it takes it nicely off the toes, but there is a man deep. He misfields, but he recovered. Still a single. Cambridge or Brantford with a projected score of 143, which would not be a bad score, would be a competitive score, but they should be aiming for the range of 160, 170 here. Over the fielder again. This batsman has been very lucky getting the ball over the infield. It's risky batting, but it's coming off. There's lots of gaps in the field. It is a big field and it's well spread. Cambridge is protecting the boundary, but it results in a lot of gaps in the field. 51 for 1 after 7. Not a bad position for Brantford here. They're setting up themselves in a nice position to take some risk in the later overs. If they can keep wicket in hand, they should be challenging that 160 score. They've lost the wicket of Cortez. Cortez is one of the hardest hitter, but he went. Bala to continue. Tap to point, picks up a quick single. Good running between the wickets. Bala rushes in and it's short and it got the punishment it deserved. Short on the leg side and is swept away for 4. It was a bad line and short. It's a ball that deserved to be punished. Not very many fielders on the leg side. It was an error in judgment from the bowler there. Has a packed offside field, but he went short and on the leg and got pulled away for 4. Durang on 40 now. Very good strike rate. And here comes Bala. And he's gone again. Lofted shot over the square leg region for 4. Bala is not bowling to his field. He has a pack offside field. Only three players on the leg side. But the ball is going to the leg side because he's drifting down leg. And now we see a player moving over. See a foot player moving over to the leg side. But I think it will serve him well to keep the ball off of the batsman's legs. Just as I thought they added a player, they just switched players. We still have 3 on the leg. The man on square is deep on the boundary. Here comes Bala, delivers, and now he's outside the off stump, but the batsman pulled it back to the onside. And then long on picks it up, keeps it to a single. Bala, he's dropping the ball short. He's searching for the line and length here. It's a touch too short. Here comes Bala. Pitched it up this time, and it's a lofted drive, and he has a man under it. He settles, and it's over his head. It's over his head in a 6. Bala cannot seem to find the answer here. It's not a good over for him. Not a good over for him here. Here he comes. Final ball of the over. Can he finish strong? And he does manage to keep a dot ball. 16 runs coming out that over. He's missed his line, his length. You can see that he was struggling. I expect a change of bowling from Cambridge.
Manjit, I didn't know he was here. Oh, here.
Thank you. Eight overs for one wicket, 67 runs. Brantford has a good foundation here. Tarang is striking at 180. It's a very good strike rate. It's what you want from your top order batsman in a T20 game. And he hits it hard. The fielder could not handle it. Goes for a single. This time he just gently caresses the shot. In control. Picks up a single again. He's approaching his 50 here. Cullen delivers. Oh, and just pushed in the vacant slip position. Here comes Gollum delivers. Oh, it's a wide ball down the leg side. The batsman was unfortunate not to capitalize on that. Just adapt to the point region, picks up another single. And it's driven well, stopped by the mid outfielder, but he couldn't prevent a single. We have a widest mid off, a long off. No runs, dot ball. It's a decent over for Cambridge here. Are they gonna continue with Bala? Bala seemed to have been struggling from that end. Or are they gonna make a change? Looks like we have a change in bowling. Bala didn't seem to be able to get his line and length. I would have been surprised if they persisted with him. Are they changing or are they persisting with Bala? Sometimes as a bowler, it just doesn't come off. It does look like we're going to have a change in bowling. Fahan Patel, the new bowler. Can he make a difference here? Cambridge looking for a wicket. They haven't got one in a while. It's 73 for 1. Turan is batting in 47. In the semi-final yesterday, he had a century. Century in a T20 game. It's not an easy accomplishment, and here he is. Century yesterday, and he's on 47 today. With a very healthy strike rate. Battalion. Oh, and he bowls him. First ball, he cleans bowl him. Clean bowl him.
Commentators.
Clean bowls him. And I'm being told it's the commentator's curse. What a bowling change. Bala was struggling. Made a bowling change, and his very first ball, he takes out the set batsman. Cambridge has gotten the breakthrough they were after. Can Cambridge slow the momentum down now with this wicket? Or would Brantford pick right back up? It's a good start from Farhan here. Verdeek is the new batsman. New bowler, new batsman. But a new bowler has already picked up a wicket. Can this new batsman get the momentum back to his team? Here comes Farhan. And he's beaten outside the half stump. Beaten outside the half stump. Promising stuff from Farhan here. Another wicket from him will change the complexion of this game. Brantford was cruising along. Farhan delivers. And it's turned off a good fielding. Verbeek was trying to attempt a second run that was just clearly was not there. His partner told him no. Good call. Farhan delivers. Lofted over the cover. He's in the gap. Fielder give chase. Picks up 2 runs. Farhan is bowling a tidy over here. Delivers. And this time it's turned to mid wicket. Picks up a single. Oh, it was nicely played. Should pick up 2 here. No mistake in the run in here. Mistake in the run in here. Should have been 2 runs. New batsmen in, trying to get used to each other. At the halfway stage of the inning, Brantford is 78 for 2. It's still a good position for them if they can push on from here. 10 overs. The projected score is 157. If they can get to 157, it would actually be a decent score, but if they can up it to at least 170, it would be challenge for Cambridge. We have another bowling change. And Zubair is the new man in on the attack. We got Patel from both ends, Vahan from the DMZ end, and Zubair from the commentary end. Here comes Zubair. On the leg, turn to mid wicket, no runs. Zubair delivers, and it's cut to point. There's a fielder there, no runs. The batsman trying to get used to the new bowler. Zubair have a different type of action. Probably hard to pick him from his arm. Here comes Zubair, delivers, and it's on the leg side, turned behind square. Should get two, and they do go back for the second run. Drifted on the
Good
pad
throw.
there.
Good throw. Look at the throw. Beautiful throw.
And Cambridge encouraging their bowler. Here comes Zubair, delivers, and the batsman chips down. Once again, the ball is in the air for a portion of the time, but not to hand. There's huge gaps in this field. It's a big outfield. I'm not sure how many meters it is.
665.
Look, the 10 is saying it's about 65 meters. Cambridge is used to playing on a smaller ground in Cambridge, and here they are. It's a little bigger than they traditionally play on, resulting in some huge gap in their field placement. Here comes Zubair again, delivers, pitched up, and once again it's lofted, and once again it falls in the gap. Going back for the second round, chance of a run out here. He made it in safe. Zubair in delivers. And this time, once again, lofted in the air, once again falling in the gap. It's like the batsmen understand that there's gaps in the field. Doesn't seem to care if the ball is in the air or not. That's the end of the over. Not a bad over from Zubair coming in. Not a bad over. Cambridge Cambridge change. It seemed effective. Brantford trying to get their way back into the same rate of scoring they had. A little bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here comes Fahan delivered. Just turned to mid wicket for a single. We have some young cricketers playing a very exciting tennis ball cricket game to the right of us here. Fahan delivers. A chance of a run out, didn't collect cleanly. youngsters are here to watch the game, but right now, their own game is of more interest to them. That's what cricket is about. The next generation excited to play their own little make-up game, not watch what their parents or their uncles brought them to watch, but they're playing their own game. And he bowled him. Farhan has picked up his second wicket, and his change has done the trick for Cambridge. New batsman, number 7. Here comes Farhan. Oh, beaten outside the off stump. And this one is just played to Milan region. Picks up a single. Farhan is right on target here. Not a bad job bowling. A wicket in both of his overs. Here he is, bowling a tidy line. Ball just went past him. Batsman pick up a single. Zubair to continue. Double chain for Cambridge has been very effective. Here comes Zubair, delivers. I know. Shout for LBW, but I heard bad there. It was a risky stroke. Turn behind square. Looking for the second run. Should get it comfortably. And they do. Direct hit. Appeal for an out. The ricochet resulted in another 2 runs. And they have picked up 4 runs. They've picked up 4 runs. run out chance here again, and this time he's gone. This time he's gone. Direct hit. Brilliant feeling. The momentum is definitely shifting Cambridge way. Mixed up in the wicket. A direct hit, and he's gone. They've tempted fate a number of times. This time, didn't work out for him. New batsman at the crease, number 12. Looks like he's the captain of Brantford. Danish Sharma at the wicket. 92 for 4. Cambridge stumbling here a little bit. Brantford stumbling here a little bit. Projected score is now down to 147. This will help their cause. Slashed away for 4. Slashed away for 4 on his first ball. Forward defensive. Good comeback from the bowler here. Super in, delivers, plays and miss. Eight runs coming out that over, but he did pick up a wicket. Or they did pick up a wicket as a run out. Farhan continues. Pitched up, pushed to mid on, scampers through for a single. Good running. Brantford could pick up the pace here. They're trying to regroup after losing a couple of quick wickets. Danish came in here with the right intent. He's the captain of this team. And now he has to try to get the momentum back his way. Try to put a decent total on the board. Oh, beaten outside the off stump. Looks like he was trying to go to the point region. Ball passed under the bat, but you can see that he has intent. You can look for him to go through the cover field here. Setting up like he's trying to cut the ball through point or cover. Here comes Fahan. And he is going over cover, and it is. He got it over the infield, should get a single. Didn't middle it, but his intent is there. Brantford looking for a big over here. It's been Cambridge for the last few overs. 98 for 4 after 13. Fahan in delivers. Turned off the hip for a quick single to mid wicket. Good running. Fahan in. And it's outside the off stump. Not much of a shot offered there. More of like a check shot. End of the day, still another dot ball. The kids screaming is not anything bad, it's all excitement. Kids are having a very intense tennis ball game going on the side. Here comes Fahan, delivers, and it's dugout, Yorker dugout, the backward point, no run. Good bowling here. Very good bowling. Farhan is bowling a nice spell here. He's come on and bowled a couple of overs, picked up some wickets. Not a bad change. We saw Bala struggle, and Farhan replaced him, and he immediately picked up a wicket. And here he's completed 3 overs, 12 runs, 2 wickets. And on the other end, we have Zubair, who has bowled his 2 overs so far for 14 runs. I think that was a spectator catch, but it went past the bowler, picked up a single. There's a little bit of moisture in the air, Shoaib. I hope the rain is not coming. It is threatening. Here comes Zubair, and the batsman pulls out of it. Zubair ups and beaten outside the off stump. His 14 overs is 100 up for Brantford. But can they push on from here? They've lost 4 wickets. Zubair in delivers. And it's lofted drive. Vacant spot there. 4 runs. 4 runs. Have you ever seen so many gaps in a field, Shoaib? It's somehow so many balls in the air, nothing going to hand because there's so many gaps in the field.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird field setup.
It just seemed like there's the batsman just freely hitting in the air, nothing going to hand. Here comes Zubir. Once again, miss hit, misfield also. At the end, still a dot ball. The batsmen are not clearing the fence, but the ball just seemed to be falling in the gaps, not going to hand. might
I would like
it's
to see like one fielder more pulled inside the circle
it,
because this is NCC is a big field, right? And both these teams are used to playing smaller fields as their home grounds.
right. So I think they're trying to protect the boundaries, but if they realize that they're creating too many gaps.
Yeah, so maybe if the bear can maintain an offside off outside off stump channel, he doesn't need that deep square like fielder at the boundary. I haven't seen a ball go there.
And it's cut towards point. It's can't put through for a single. And even the infielders, they're so deep that they're allowing a single in front of them. It's almost like it's a very defensive field. So the ball is hit in front of the fielder, but there's still enough room for the batsman to take a single. So they're not preventing the singles.
Yeah,
It seems like they're just defending the boundaries. And once again, another single.
it's fair to protect boundaries, Rupert, in T20 game because mostly the batsmen will be trying to hit hard at this stage of the game. But at the same time, when I assess the boundary field setup, it seems like they've set up field for bad balls.
Yes, I
That's
agree.
the challenging aspect of it.
I agree. It's yes, you do have to protect boundaries, but if you're not putting the batsman under any pressure, they're playing freely. The At least protect the boundaries, but your infielders should be close enough that you're not giving up a single in front of the fielder. If you look at the Cambridge current field setup, and it's been like that the entire innings, the infield is so deep that it's still a single in front of them. So
Like Farhan has been bowling so well, right? 3 overs, 12 runs, 2 wickets. He's pulled Cambridge sort of back in the game with this spell, and he should be feeling at top right now. But if looking at his field setup, that's not the body language I see from Cambridge.
right, it's been
It's
a
very
defensive,
defensive
it's very defensive
when their
field.
top bowler is bowling at this stage.
Every
It,
time the batsman hit the ball, he gets a run because there's no fielder to cut off the singles.
yeah.
And here comes Farhan again.
See, if Farhan
Got
can maintain this channel, well, it seems maybe they heard our comments, Rupert, because I see that an extra fielder was brought inside the circle.
You have guys deep to cut off the boundaries. So why not chance a person a little further in the circle to prevent the singles?
Yeah,
Right? Push somebody in to prevent the singles. There's huge gaps in this field right now. You look at the leg side and it's like a lot of real estate out there with no fielder. And sure enough, it goes a single. It's always a single on. It's always a single on. But at the same time, the bowler has a say in his field.
I would really want that deep mid fielder to be brought inside this on the offside.
Yes, yes. Here comes Farhan. Miss hit and no runs. If you came to watch this game right now, you would think Farhan is not bowling very well based on the field. Right? He's a bowler that's right on top, but his field is not suggesting that. As a man deep mid wickets, have you seen anybody hit him down to deep mid
No, and
wicket?
it's a big boundary. It's like I
Yes.
would love to. I would love the batsman to attempt that shot.
Yes. And once again, ball hit in the gap, picks up another single. Another good over from Farhan.
Just one more ball. Last ball of his spell.
It would be a lot more pressure created if they could have cut off some of those singles. He's bowling well, but his field is so deep, it is always allowing a single. Once the batsman make connection, the single is always on.
It's a good spell.
It's a very good spell from him here.
4 overs, 15 runs, and 2 wickets.
Came in at a crucial stage of the game. Came in when Bala was struggling, and came and bowled a very good spell. Picked up some crucial with two crucial wickets,
Yeah.
and kept the runs down.
He got the wicket of Tarun. At one stage when Tarun was batting, it looked like Brantford would fly to like a score of 160, 170 easily.
Yes,
They can still get there, but it will take an effort. And Farhan has been instrumental in pulling things back for Cambridge during this middle
it's
phase of the game.
not just Fahan, but Zubair came in and did an excellent job also. The stats may not reflect that, but they came in at a stage where the batsman could have taken the game away from Cambridge. But along with Fahan, Zubair came in and did a good job curtailing the flow of runs. We have 4 overs left to go here. Brantford is at 109 for 4. They have wickets in the hand. They're looking to get some big overs. Cambridge has been playing defensively, so the field has been in a different defensive set from pretty well ball one. Maybe that's their strategy, and they're sticking with it. They've been consistent.
I would really like to see Cambridge take five fielders inside the circle because Ghulam is one of those bowlers who does have the capability to maintain one line and length. He can be consistent. So on such a big field, you can take an extra fielder inside the circle, just bowl that outside often chat.
They're all the fielders are on top of the circle. I would like to see the fielders go in the circle. They're not. They're on the top of the circle right now. There's always a single on.
See,
Wide
that's
signal
wide
by the
signal.
umpire. You have a man that's at this stage of the game in the 16th over. We have a guy that's on the boundary in the third man position, or basically in the boundary, not a slip, just playing for mistakes. So, and it's hit hard, but once again, it's going to fall in a gap because there's a million gaps out here. So it's in the air for a long time, but it falls in a gap. I think I've never seen this many balls hit in the air and not go to hand.
Even the boundary fielders, these are big boundaries, Rupert.
Yes,
They need to be at least 3, 4
steps in,
steps in.
right? Because
And
the
if they were, they might have been able to get to the ball, which falls in the vacant man's land right now.
it's almost like default just always been right,
So that's the typical delivery that Ghulam has in his armory, right?
right.
And if he can maintain that line, he can bring his fielders up in the circle and ask the batsman to go over the top.
It's almost like Cambridge field is set by a template, so everybody's on the fence, but in the size of this field, everything is just falling in front of them. And once again, inside edge, but there's room there. Go back for the second run, and he got to run out. He got to run out. The turning point for Cambridge here was the overs of Fahan. Since then, Brantford has not been able to get that momentum going. They're maintaining the scoring, but they haven't been able to get that big over that is crucial to making it a winning total. One 12. How much more runs can Brantford get? How much runs for Brantford get? 112 for 5. Here comes Zubair delivers. And it's beaten outside the off. Some beautiful deliveries. Dot ball. Dot ball here. Good bowling. Cambridge have done an excellent job in the middle over. Brantford has stumbled in the middle over. Comes Zubair delivers. Thick edge, dropped by the keeper. Picks up the single.
Seems like Rupert, we may have a similar sort of Division B final
130
as
range.
we had one last night
Yes,
between Proteas
yes.
and Brantford.
It is looking like a 130, 135 score again. Last night I think it was 135.
Right, it was a very good game.
It was. It was.
Proteas Proteas Super Elite winning by 1 run against Brantford Super Elite.
And here Brantford are they back. They're not getting a lot of boundaries, but they're picking up the singles and doubles. And once again picking up another single. They're not doing a lot of big hitting, but they're keeping the scoreboard ticking along.
It's a good over from Gulam, right?
Yes, it is. Very good over. The middle overs has been very good for Cambridge. Besides the one over where Bala couldn't seem to get his line and length, Cambridge has been very steady. We have a bowling change again. It's Shahid Patel. Is this the bowler that Brantford is going to target? He's bowled 2 overs so far for only 5 runs. But at this stage, Brantford cannot afford to be overly respectful of any bowler. There's only 3 overs left. They have to make a move. Let's get as many runs as they can. And he cuts it through covers. Picks up a single. Oh, it goes back for 2. They have to make a move here. The rain is threatening. You can see the flags are starting to fly a little more aggressively. Here comes Shahid outside the off stump. Wide outside the off stump. Batsman looking for a wide call from the umpire. Umpire Shahid not interested. 3 overs left. Anything under 10 run coming from the over is good for the batsman here, for the bowler. And it's back past the bowler. Should get 2. Should get 2 if they run hard, and they're running hard. And 2 runs it is. Brantford is doing it in singles and doubles here. They're not hitting the boundaries, but they're picking up the singles and doubles. Shoaib, I think you're right. I think it's going to be able to 135, maybe 140 score. Shahid outside the off stump and then is wide outside the off stump. Wide signal by umpire. Umpire Naz hasn't had much work to do today.
I think Cambridge will be very happy if they can restrict the score to around 135,
I think they
given
should
the
be. They
start
should
that
be.
Brantford had.
They should be. Shahid delivers outside the off stump and he beats the batsman. Good bowling here.
Yeah. Anything pitched up, the batsmen have been able to drive and pick up those ones and twos. Anything pitched on good length, it's not easy to connect.
And this
This
one,
one
he
is
cuts
cut
it, he found
beautifully.
the gap, He should get 2, Fielder gives chase. They're back for the second run. Shoaib is a big outfield and it looks imposing, so the score might be deceiving to some of the players who are used to playing on smaller fields.
Yeah,
It's not the same as scoring 135 in Cambridge.
for sure. That was a good shot from Danish. Late cut, bisecting two close fielders in the circle.
This one miss hit, but it's scampered through. He does pick up the single. Miss hit to the mid wicket region. Picks up the single.
Yeah, that one needed a direct hit. So it's 123 for 5 after 18. Two
2 overs
overs.
to go. How much more can Brantford get? They will be happy if they can get at least 15 to 20 runs in these 2 overs.
It's funny how when the game started it was bright and sunny, and how quickly the weather has changed to an overcast condition.
You say how quickly the weather has changed. When we woke up this morning, we didn't think we would get a game, and then it became bright and sunny, and now it's overcast and it's threatening rain. But we have a good game of cricket going here at the Niagara Cricket Centre. The Edburn final, the HDCL Edburn final, Brantford versus Cambridge. This is the B division. Here come, and it's a lofted shot. Once again, it's going to fall in the gap. I think that's the story of this game. All the missed hits that's in the air falls in gaps. Picks up 2 runs.
Yeah, but it's quite frustrating to see this sitting outside. If I was able to make any decisions, I would pull all the boundary fielders at least 10 feet inside
But
so
we're
that the ball will, anything that goes up in the air, they'll be able to catch. Right now, I do not understand why these fielders are sticking right at the boundary line on these big fields.
I said it's almost like the field is set by a template. It's the old saying is that stay on the boundary line, but sometimes cricket has changed a lot. Time after time, the ball has fallen short of the fielder, but there's been no adjustment.
Need at least 10 yards in from the boundary.
You're not gonna see it now. There's only a couple over left. An improvisation attempted, missed. You might see it next year, sure.
Just to cover the face. It's not going to rain a lot. That's the only camera. That should be okay. Just kind of put it
We
inside.
have some rain protection coming in here. The rain covers, as you can see, the pitch covers on the far side of the field. But we have some rain covers being brought in for the electronic equipment. We have top-notch staff here at the NCC, and they are prepared. Set up for and it's scooped again, once again in a gap. I think there's only gaps here. There's no fielders. The ratio of ball that's popped up and fallen in the gap.
You didn't need a deep, fine leg fielder.
It's been a fine, deep,
He
fine
could have
leg.
mat inside the circle, and that would have been in his hands.
Easy catch, yes.
Swing and a miss.
Swings and a miss.
So again, a good over from Gulab.
But at the same token, Shoaib, Cambridge can say to you, well, we've restricted them to this total, so whatever we're doing is working for us,
That's
right? Maybe they're not interested in taking wickets, just interested in restricting the score, and they have protected the boundary. We haven't seen many boundaries in these innings. I don't think we've seen a six in this inning, or maybe one.
on the other hand, like Danish has been able to maneuver the score to this point for Brantford. After Farhan had a good spell in the middle, so Danish 22 of 24 right now, and he'd be hoping that they can get to that 135 to 140 mark in this last over.
Yes, I think this last over, I hope to just give it their all. Take some chances here. I'm not a big fan of the little scoop shots.
Three more.
I think you should just hit the ball. And this one is up in the air. It's the sky. There's like 3 or 4 fielders under it, and he takes it. He goes. As I was saying, I'm not a fan of the little scoop and flick. I rather see power hidden. You're not seeing very much power hidden from Brantford, but a lot of little scoops and flicks. And with that, the batsman perished. Just trying to help the ball along. Mistimed it and went straight up in the air. Cambridge, despite all our comments about the gaps in the field, are restricting the scoring. Brantford looks set for about 150, 160. Now they will do well to get to 130.
83.
Yes. Here comes Shire delivers, and this one is just cut back with a point, picks up a single. Oh, big mistake here. Big mistake. The ball was in the fielder hand and he took off. Another run out. Brantford is stumbling here. Stumbling to the finish here.
Yeah, they could use 15 runs at this point.
Stumbling. It looks like rain might play spoiler here. It's threatening here. New batsman coming in. And as this inning comes to an end, it seems like the rain is also going to come.
That's okay. No problem. That's okay. I got you.
We'll have to request a dome soon. All the innovation that's going on, don't think it's too much to ask anymore. We want a dome so that weather doesn't intervene. The rain is starting to come. Light drizzle on the field right now. Light drizzle with only a couple balls in this inning. Only a couple. Only a couple balls in this inning, and the rain is starting to drizzle slightly, and the wind has picked up also. It's not looking good here. As Brantford once again just stumbling to the end. The inning has stalled. Cambridge doing a good job to restrict them here. I'm a little surprised not to see any bat swing. I just seen a lot of dabbing and pushing going on. Nobody's swinging the bat. And this time he swings, gets it past the bowler. He's calling for a second run. It's a chance. Made it safely. He delivers, and this one is slashed through two covers, picks up 4 runs. Picks up 4 runs.
We're getting there.
Final ball of the innings. Score is very similar to last night's score. We're at 134 for 7. Last night we were at 135. Deja vu. Here comes Cambridge. And we are going to be at 134. 135 to win. What was the exact score last night?
135 scored by Proteas. किस बार कौन सा
And the final score in the Brantford inning, 134 for 7 after the allotment of 20 overs. The rain is threatening here as we take a break. Is it going to be a full game, or would Mr. Duckworth Lewis show his head? The umpires are walking back to the pavilion, doing a good job out in the middle. Dynamic duo from Oakville and Tyre Holt.
That camera, the camera's not moving.
We're gonna take a break here
The break.
as we get ready for the second inning. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes.